if you can offer assistance or offer help, I just not one to stand back and not do it. Many times you just need workers. The job needs to get done and it's there to do, so if you're in the same place, just as well go ahead and get it done. The road to becoming a CPA was a sort of a long road for me, and it started well before I went off to college. Back when I was a teenager, my parents had 3 clothing stores and also some laundromats, other items. So I was back as a child running journal sheets, totaling them out, later learning to transfer those to ledgers. So when I graduated high school in 1976, I went straight on to college at that point, deciding to pursue an accounting degree. Graduated from Georgia Southwestern College in 1979, and from that point started the next day after graduation with a firm in Cordele, Georgia. Worked there for a little while, then came to Athens. At that point I was already married, and we went to the CPA reception that the Georgia Society used to do at that particular point for the new CPAs. Joined there, came to work for this firm in October of 1980, and have been with this firm since October of 1980.
Scott was auditing in Cordele, so we met at City Hall where I worked. Everybody in City Hall, all my friends were going, call him. And so they were like my little cheerleading squad, because he was over at the courthouse and everybody knew him. Not the courthouse, City Hall. And he told me later he would have asked me out sooner, but it was tax season, or he was studying for a CPA exam, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So.
Started dating after the audit was finished up that year, and then that fall I took the position here in Athens and moved up. And for the most part we didn't really see each other from there till about St. Patrick's Day. And then we started dating again and got engaged and were married on October the 17th. October of 1981. Been a member of the Georgia Society when June rolls around for 40 years. The Educational Foundation, I've been working with them since basically the mid-1980s. And to some degree, I guess I would say that you would have to say I have a passion for that, to have stuck with working with that group for this period of time. But the foundation is doing well. It's very healthy, and they've got a good group there. And I just love to see the fruits of the scholarships, the money, the support services coming out of the foundation that I helped get started years ago, along with many other volunteers in the Georgia Society.
When I decided I wanted to go into accounting, it was basically in high school I decided, but we didn't really talk about that I wanted to be in accounting until all of a sudden I just said I wanted to do it. Because originally he said don't do it. So originally they kind of wanted me to go into being a math teacher and go with that route and don't go into the profession, but I had other plans. Working with my dad, it's been kind of interesting because at the very beginning I decided to just refer to him as Mr. Collins. And then that started weirding out everybody that I grew up around, since I grew up in this office.
My office manager at the time was really big on everybody going with Mr. Collins at that particular point, and that's what all the other staff had done. And I think she was trying to keep it separated, that she was not the boss's daughter at that particular point. But she had been around the practice since, even as children, they were brought in the swinging cradles and set up during some of the tax seasons when we had to get stuff out the door.
I enjoy the work, I enjoy the people, I enjoy the boss. He's great. He's good with the people, good with his clients, willing to sit down and talk to them and deal with the clients real well. He's good with us as far as if we need him, he's there, giving us all his input and support. And he just knows the field and about with corporations and individuals and everything. He's just well-knowledged CPA. I think he just enjoys giving back to the community.
I've been working here at Collins Moody for 20 years. I think what I like most about working here at Collins Moody is there is a sense of family, there's a sense of teamwork. I know if I run into a problem, I can't figure something out, I can go to Chuck or I can go to Julia or to Scott and get some help, get some advice, get pointed in the right direction, and they come to me with the same thing. I like the variety of clients we have. We've got all manner of businesses represented here, and that's nice. It's a nice variety to the day. What makes Scott stand out is the fact that he really knows tax law, but he's not really rigid. He has different ways of looking at things, but I know if I have a question about the law or procedure, he's going to be able to answer it pretty quickly and pretty easily. I think his clients like his expertise. They like the fact that he's been in the business a while, and I think he just has a good personality with the clients. He engages well with them, and I think they like that a lot. One of the traits Scott has is that he really likes to leave things better than they were when he first got involved with it. He likes to be very much a part of things, and that's important to him.
When Scott became president, he's also the president of the Sons of the American Revolution. So we had to sit down and synchronize our calendars. And I told him one time, "Where are you going tonight?" And he stopped and thought, and I thought, don't go to the CPAs and talk about the American Revolution.
Beth had started doing some research on my family tree. I don't do a whole lot of research there. I leave all that into Beth's hands for her to find it. So she had found some patriots in my line that we could prove back, and that's sort of how I got into the SAR, and that was 10 years ago this September.
The Georgia Society is a family, and when I had my wreck last year, so many people thought of us. It sent food and flowers and prayers, and it was just nice knowing that you were thought of by all the people that you care about.
I have to tell you, Scott, this past year with you has been significantly more fun than I thought it would be. I thought we'd have a good time, but we've had a great time. We've spent a lot of time together, and this is the first time I'm saying this out loud, but in a lot of ways it's like we're twin brothers, because we go to dinner and we wind up ordering the same beer and the same appetizer and often the same entree. Conversations have been so free and easy. Silence is free and easy. It's been extraordinary, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. And for those of you that don't fully know Scott or know what's going on with Scott, his passion for this organization, his passion for the profession is simply unparalleled. I mean, his volunteerism goes back 40 years or more, and it's significant levels of volunteerism. And we're not the only organization he does it with, and we're not the only passion he has. And in the last few years, his life has seen complications and struggles with Beth's accident and other things, and there has not been a moment of reservation about the amount of time and energy he's bringing to his role as chair of the Georgia Society. And for that, Scott, we are all so blessed and so thankful for you, for Beth, your family, the enthusiasm, the intelligence, and the passion that you bring. I've been blessed to be with you this year, and just thank you so much. Enjoy Charleston, enjoy celebrating you. You've earned every minute of it. Love you.
Whatever we are involved in, Scott just jumps in and volunteers.
Basically, I admire the fact that family always comes first, no matter what. So no matter how tired he is, he's going to come back and help us out.